Hello and welcome to Joburg today. My name is Dumi Nhlapo, bringing you the best of what's going down in and around Johannesburg. The Fak'ugesi African Digital Festival has been launched and will run for 2 weeks in Johannesburg, providing an opportunity for those fascinated with the digital realm to experience how Africa is utilizing its technology. Nashina speaks to the festival director Tegan Pistow to find out more.
African youth have a thirst to move forward, a hunger for learning, but a lack of formal educational opportunities. The power of digital technology is it can open back doors into creative economic opportunity.
Tegan, welcome to Joburg today. What a pleasure to have you with us.
Thanks.
I'm very excited. I want to know everything about this festival that you're hosting, which runs over 2 weeks. Fak'ugesi, tell us more about this.
Fak'ugesi is a creativity and technology festival. It's been running for, this is our 3rd year.
Wow.
Actually, yeah. So the first year was a bit of a tester, but last year we get better and better every time. And Fak'ugesi basically tries to bring technology to people in a creative, playful, accessible way. And we also try and focus on the merging of culture and creativity with technology.
Yeah, I've seen that in your theme, Afro Tech Riot, that you're highlighting something about promoting African visions of community and spirituality. How do you bring all that into the mix of digital enhancement?
So basically, the idea that we all have phones in our hands. We either have a phone or some kind of technology somewhere with us all the time. And there's really not enough interrogation of how culture is influenced by technology and how culture influences technology. And what we want to do is ask lots of questions about African and South African cultures and how those are really, really important when reflected in technology. Not only in terms of what African cultures offer technology, but also what we can then do with technologies to improve culture and to make them our own.
Sounds mind-blowing.
It's
fascinating.
It's pretty fun, yeah. It's
so
challenging.
What can we expect if we have to attend? Who is it open to anyone?
It's open to everybody, absolutely everybody. And if you're interested in making and playing and learning, it's definitely for you, yeah.
And the participants, tell us about the participants at the festival. Who did you attract?
We have these awesome guys called Geek Culture, a group of really, really young black engineers who basically travel around the country educating people around technologies and how to use them. So they're coming in, they're working with us. They're working with a group called the Maker Library Network, which is basically an international network of people who make things. So everything from technology making to ceramics to lino cuts, all kinds of things like that. So they're bringing those two worlds together in that way. We're working quite a lot with some amazing artists from the UK, also who works primarily in VR. Which is quite exciting. So VR is a very new and exciting space. So they'll be doing workshops and also showing us their VR work. We're working with a great group from Germany called The Constitute, who are pretty much an interactive performance group. And they'll be working with local musicians and local filmmakers.
This is a very exciting space in Africa right now. A lot of talk around bridging the digital divide. What would you say is Africa's greatest challenges around that?
I'd say the biggest challenge right now is policy. So there's a lot of miscommunication between government and corporate spaces, and I think there's a lot to be done there. And if government can actually acknowledge the role that South Africans and Africans have to play in that space, then we'd be winning.
Like us on Facebook, joburgtoday.tv, and follow us on Twitter @JoburgToday. According to the city of Joburg, about a third of Johannesburg's residents do not have street addresses. The GeoJozi Developer Challenge competition may just help solve this problem.
Address is a completely vital set of information for a smart city. The address is an indication of location. It's also a point of service delivery. Say, for instance, for water, electricity, and then refuse removal, can also save a life. Because in the case of an emergency, an ambulance needs to be directed to a specific address.
Sure. So what do they have to actually develop?
So the developers need to develop a map-based application, an app that can be used, that will change the process or make us work smarter. not only the city itself, but also the community, because the city might be allocating addresses, but the community is legally bound to display an address. So they can come up with innovative ideas. They can, for instance, implement crowdsourcing instead of sending field workers out to gather information. They can use gamification. We know what Pokemon did to the world.
Okay, so give us more information about the competition, who qualifies to enter, and exactly what are you looking for in the winning formula?
We're really looking for something that fits the young, vibrant feeling of the youth, because we actually want to encourage the entrepreneurship. It must be an application that is to the benefit of the citizen and also to the benefit of the city. That's for young developers, 30 years and younger.
Hello everyone, my name is Kanyam Kangisa and you are watching Joburg Today.
That's all for today. For more on the city, do check out our playlist. From myself, Dumin Hlapo, and the Joburg Today crew, it's goodbye.